hate the lighting. Hi everyone, it's Maddie. So today's video I wanted to give you a personal update because something happened to me on the 3rd of February and it's just something that happened and I want to talk about it. So, the 3rd of February I had a really bad fall. In my kitchen, just for no reason, lost my balance and went flying and landed on my right side. My right hip went straight into the floor. Like I basically slammed into my floor. I hit the ground so hard that the inside of my ears were hurting, the inside of my chest was hurting. Obviously my hip was hurting because it hit the ground. It was a very painful time because I slammed into the floor. Like, this fall was really bad. I slammed into the floor. So that wasn't good. It was kind of scary. Okay, really scary. I felt nauseous, lightheaded. I didn't hit my head, but I think the impact of the fall messed with my head. You know, like the force of falling on the floor probably messed with my head, but I didn't actually hit my head. I was probably in shock and shaken up. I got a graze and a massive bruise on my hip. My feet got kind of bruised and like kind of lumpy. Don't know how to explain it. Like swollen. My hip's swollen and it's got a bruise on it. And the day of the fall, I got really. I'm always tired. But it just took all my energy out of me. It completely annihilated any energy I had left. I always get like that when I fall, especially days after. I get quite sicky and it takes me a while to recover. But this was a really bad fall. This is one of the worst falls I've had in a while. And it wasn't good, to be honest, guys. Still recovering from it now. I have pains all in my sides. And my arm here. There's no external bruise, but it's bruised on the inside, like it hurts. When I press it, it's bruised. I got a scab, a graze, but it's not a scab, but it was a graze on this arm. Got a bruise on my right hip that you can see, and then the inside of it's all swollen, so the inside's bruised. My feet got kind of bruised and swelled up a bit the day after, / day of. Yeah. I mean, I get pains anyways, but the fall made them worse, if that makes sense. Like, my pains got worse because I'd taken a fall. And I'm still recovering from it, but I'm okay. Luckily, didn't hit my head, and people were saying to me, when I told them and described the fall, because I was home alone at this point, just me and the dogs, I was home alone, and after the fall, I called my mum and said, I've just fallen over, so she was aware, and then when she got back with my nan, I was talking to them, and they said, by the way you've described this fall, I'm surprised you didn't knock yourself out. And then I described it to a friend, and my friend was like, yeah, I'm surprised you didn't knock yourself out too. So, yeah. Because it was with such force that I hit the ground, like I heard the thud, the inside of my ears were literally in pain from the impact of the fall. My chest hurt for ages afterwards. Obviously my hip, and I just stumbled for the sofa and just sat there for ages recovering, feeling like lightheaded, weird-headed, nauseous, emotional, because obviously I was in shock. Made myself a sugary cup of tea and just sat there, although we were running out of sugar, which was not helpful because I don't know if you guys do this, but in my family, every time there's like an accident or like something shaking you up, it's like, make yourself a sugary cup of tea. So the fact there was no sugar was sad, like the littlest bit of sugar. But yeah, made myself another one afterwards, so it's fine. But yeah, it was a really bad fall, and it wasn't great, but I'm okay and I'm recovering, and yeah. But falls are scary. Falls are really scary, especially when, well, for me, my body's very fragile, like I can break easily, so it was scary, but I'm lucky I wasn't more hurt, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, thank you for listening to my little talk about my fall. Just wanted to get it out my system. And yeah, if you guys want to comment down below any experiences you've had, feel free. If you want to ask me what videos you want, feel free. Anything like that. But yeah. Oh, I should probably mention for the new people here, I have cerebral palsy. So when I talk about like pains being worse than before, I mean the pain I get from having cerebral palsy and the extra strain on my body was made worse because I was recovering from a fall. Still am recovering, but I'll be okay. But yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to. Please follow my Instagram at Madalada Munden -2. And until next time, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye. My arm out for a video. It's healing, but that's the scabbiness. Hold on. Oh, trigger warning. I should probably put a trigger warning. It was more swollen, but it's gone down, so that's good. Again, it was swollen, but it's gone down more. But yeah, those were my injuries, and obviously a lot of internal stuff, like my sides hurt, but there was no like visible bruising, but I can tell that they're sore. And like my arm, again, sore, I can tell it's bruised, but it's not showing on the outside, if that makes sense.